The specific design of the Franklin half-dollar founding father Benjamin Franklin on the obverse and the Liberty Bell on the reverse was heavily advocated for by pioneering United States Mint Director Nellie Taylor Ross, who served from 1933 to 1953. Unfortunately for Ross, the law required the reverse design of the half-dollar to include an eagle. But she was so committed to Franklin and the Liberty Bell as two sides of a unitary design that she sidestepped the spirit of the law, which intended that the eagle be the main device, and relegated it to the right-hand field. The Commission of Fine Arts, CFA, advised the Secretary of the Treasury concerning new coin designs and disapproved of the reverse on aesthetic grounds. Nevertheless, Ross pushed forward, stating that the public must accept it, like it or not. The first Franklin half-dollars came out in 1948. However, because of the large number of walking Liberty half-dollars still in circulation due to inflated wartime production, the Mint struck limited numbers of the new Franklin type for the first several years. Yet by the late 1950s, master dies for the Franklin half-dollar were extensively worn down. Over a decade of heavy use resulted in extremely soft details on coins, even on brand-new mint state pieces. That changed for the 1960 issuance because the United States Mint finally reworked the master dies. By doing this, the Mint restored detail to the series and banished the comparatively soft and mushy devices of the 50s. While the newly reworked master dies reintroduced sharply defined details, especially on the obverse bust of Franklin, the new reverse depiction of the Liberty Bell lacked well-cut lines. Because of this, many otherwise mint state examples have not earned the coveted full bell lines FBL designation. Additionally, many 1960 Philadelphia half-dollars display either light grease stains or minor bag marks. As such, it is extremely difficult to find superb mint state examples. The 1960 mintages by the Philadelphia, 6,000 to 24,000 pieces, and Denver, 18,000 to 15,912 pieces, mints were more than enough to satisfy the nation's booming economic demands, even after roughly 600,000 half-dollars were removed from circulation that year to be melted and recoined. How much is the 1960 Franklin half-dollar worth? The 1960 Franklin half-dollar is a 900 fine silver coin that no longer circulates for two reasons. First is that half-dollars no longer circulate to any great degree, despite their continued issue. And second, the coin's intrinsic value as of the time of this writing, May 28, 2024, is $11.50. That's not to say that the typical example is rare. More than 6 million 1960 Franklin half-dollars were issued. And although many have been melted down to reclaim their silver bullion, untold hundreds of thousands or more examples survive in conditions ranging from well-worn to mint state. The 1960 Franklin half-dollar becomes a conditional rarity only in the grades of MS66 plus full bull lines or finer. At the time of writing, only 4 1960 Franklin halves have been graded MS67 FBL, 2 by NGC and 2 by PCGS. Abrasions and bag marks keep most examples from grading MS65, and strike quality precludes the possibility that the coins might display unbroken full bell lines. Due to these factors, high-grade FBL examples sell for high dollars. A PCGS-graded MS67 FBL piece sold for over $28,000 USD in a 2016 Heritage auction, and a more recent sale of an NGC MS67 BFL nearly hit $8,000. Just 2 grades down, examples sell for about $120 or $50 without full bell lines. As the most common grade in the combined NGC and PCGS registries, over 70% of the total population, the price levels off for MS64 examples. These pieces are worth $30 to $40 for the standard grade and up to $60 with the FBL designation. Design. It is interesting to note that both the obverse and reverse designs of the Franklin half-dollar were rejected by the CFA. But it seems that the CFA got it wrong. The Franklin half-dollar design, despite being simple in concept, has become an icon of modern U.S. coinage, with the coin's frosted cameo-proof strikings being highly coveted by collectors. Obverse. Mint chief engraver John R. Cynic designed both sides of the Franklin half-dollar. His obverse design was based on French artist Jean-Antoine Houdon's 18th-century bust of Franklin. The date 1960 appears in the lower right of the obverse, while the motto, "In God We Trust," curves beneath Franklin, and the word "Liberty" curves around the top above Franklin. The designer's initials JRS are located at the truncation of Franklin's bust. Obverse, Mint chief engraver John R. Cynic designed both sides of the Franklin half-dollar. His obverse design was based on French artist Jean-Antoine Houdon's 18th-century bust of Franklin. The date 1960 appears in the lower right of the obverse, while the motto, "In God We Trust," curves beneath Franklin, and the word "Liberty" curves around the top above Franklin.